Yeah. Visibility hackers, welcome. It is the best night on the internet. Friday Night Live here with myself, Molly from Visibility Hacking Studios, and the one and only video Jedi himself, Lefty.
What's up, Molly? How are you?
I'm doing pretty fantastic. How are you doing tonight?
Ooh, pretty good. We're doing some spicy things today. Oh my
We got some good stuff on tap tonight. That is for sure. This week, we are talking about those obstacles that we put in our place, that self doubt, those false beliefs, all of those things we put on ourselves that are those darn obstacles that stop us from moving forward. And you guys know me, I'm all about options, not excuses.
No.
And so when we create that self-doubt, when we put those obstacles in front of us, what we're doing is allowing ourselves to come up with excuses. I don't want to climb that mountain. I don't want to do that hard task. I don't want to learn anything. I don't want to make a fool of myself. Those are all excuses, my friends. And so tonight, we're going to show you what happens when you find that bravery inside of you and you just flippin' do it. You just get started. You take that first action. And specifically, you know us, even Jim, he'll be here later on. Oh, speak of the devil. You guys know Jim.
What?
I know the graphics. Hold on. Crouch down a little bit. There we go. That feels better. That feels better.
Thank you.
No neck, Jim.
Right.
Hey guys, what's going on?
All right. So we're talking about how we get started.
And so we're going to show you guys what happens when you take that first step, when you get started, and what happens after you've been brave enough to take that action. We're going to talk about specifically content. We love content. We love video content. And we know that so many people get frozen, get freaked out about the idea of creating that content. So we're going to blow those excuses out of the water. So before we get started, my friends, whether you are here live or on the replay, shout us out down in the comments. Let us know where you're tuning in from and what are you drinking tonight or this morning or whatever time it is for you guys. I have tea of the herbal variety.
I have water of the water variety. It is delightful this time of year. I do recommend it.
All right, let's get into it. I think, Jim, what you showed us in the message in our secret chat, I think we should share with everyone. I think
pretty good, right?
Beautiful. Yeah. It's a beautiful place to start.
Yeah,
we got place. We're coming in from Massachusetts.
Ooh.
Yeah, Toby. What's going on, Toby?
What's up?
All right. So let's Jim, what is your this actually okay, back up. We gotta tell them the full story. First, year of content. If you guys haven't gotten your hands on the year of content plan, do it. Because it'll all make sense about what I'm about to say. So Jim and I did the year of content process for visibility hacking, and we were coming up with ideas and thinking about the processes that people need to take in order to find that conversion success online and start making more money in their business. How do we get people more attention on their message, their mission, and their movement? And one of the big things we came up with at the beginning, Jim's like, just fucking do it. Just do it. How do we do that? We can hear those motivational messages all the time, but how do we actually get started? What are those first actions? What do we do? And why is that so important? So, Jim, I want your thoughts on this.
Sorry, I was looking up the video. Color me embarrassed.
Yeah. I love this.
Hunting.
I love this so much.
JFDI, just fucking do.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love that. 10 points. 10 points for that one.
3 3/4 stars.
3 3/4 stars out of a possible 3.
Obviously. Star Search. No one remembers Star Search, Ed McMahon? All right, so let's talk about it.
Consistency is going to bring out your own voice. Like when you first start creating content, you're creating content for yourself just as much as you are for your audience, because you're putting in the reps and you're getting to learn your voice in a way that you can't read in a book. If you think about Gary Vee, like Gary Vee has been creating content for years. Like we haven't seen the beginning stages of it. He made 1,000 episodes of Wine Library TV before having the big audience. And that's how he found his voice and is the Gary Vee we see today that has millions of people following him. So you don't always get to see the 10,000 hours that they have to put in to become the experts that they are today.
Love that.
Yeah, that was so good.
Love that. Marley, shout out as always. Killing it. So good. So, yeah, I mean, when you get started, it's terrifying, but it's all here. It's just this. All the things that we say are going to happen, oh my God, my family's going to disown me. They're going to kick me out in the streets, cold and wet. And there's going to be people that just shout at me, and just little children, just. And
Jim, you sound like you're starting an OnlyFans account.
You're into some weird stuff. Left.
My parents are going to disown me and leave me on the street.
We'll discuss this after the show. You need help. Get help. Okay. So, but it's scary. And all the things that we tell ourselves, I'm not this enough. I'm too much this. I'm too fat. I'm too skinny. I'm too young. I'm too old. I'm too broke. I'm too rich. Honestly, yes, this is a thing. And I will, when I get to this milestone that's far out of reach and is unattainable from where I sit currently without putting things, tangible steps in between. So the idea here is we're putting safety barriers. We may not think of them as safety barriers. We rationalize it to ourselves, but that's what it is. It's our body going, I don't like this. This is scary. Let's rationalize this with something that's going to get me out of here.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
It's all fake.
And the brain is really, really good at it too. If it's like that one didn't hit, oh, how about these 3? How about these 10? Yeah. And it just starts hitting you with them. And it's finally like, oh God, it's overwhelming. Not today, or not for me, period. And so once we push through that barrier, which is admittedly hard, it really is. It's admittedly hard. It's immediately like the veil is taken off. And you go, oh, I didn't die. I had a friend who goes, but did you die? When you say something like happened, they go, but did you die? And you go, no, I didn't die. And he goes, shut up. He's a little harsher than we are, but the point is the same. You are going to be fine. Yeah. And all the things that we think are going to happen and all the judgment and just people wanting to separate from us and all that kind of stuff because we're trying to chase after our dreams. It's just really not a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
People that love you for a reason. And I guarantee it's not because of your content. And if you're making content for family and loved ones, you're starting off wrong anyway. You want to start off with people that you want to actually work with. So if your Aunt Susan is like, that video was weird. And you're like, it was Aunt Susan. Don't watch it. I love you very much. And I'll see you at Thanksgiving.
That's hilarious. But to go based on what you just said about like the safety barriers and whatnot.
It's protecting you. Yeah, it's just trying to protect you.
Absolutely. But one thing that my wife says to me, especially when like a negative thing comes out of my mouth, is she'll turn to me and she'll be like, don't say that. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And then she'll be like, your brain doesn't actually know what you're saying. It's just a word that comes out. So the more it hears it, it's just registering it as that word. There's no feeling or anything behind it. So try and stay far, far away from these words. And I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know. And, sometimes I find myself still doing it, but I'm catching it now. And I'm trying to replace the words with something else to keep continuously breaking my barriers. And another thing that you mentioned about the bad and all the bad negativity and whatever, Molly and I discussed this in book club yesterday, where algorithms don't know a good comment from a bad comment. They just know it as a comment. So thank the people that love you and thank the people that hate you, because they're still feeding to your boosted feeds and your boosted videos.
Exactly. I had a piece of content I posted up, and it was asking a question. And it was simply saying, like, what was a tough decision that you later regretted? And someone watched this whole video. It was all like 15 seconds long, maybe not even. And then they wrote, watching one of your videos, ... cringe. But wait, it gets better, because not only did they leave that comment, fabulous, we love the engagement, but someone else wrote a response to that comment saying, oh man, I'm so glad you said it first. And then it gets better, because someone else commented on that, and it became this back and forth for a little bit. And so, I gave it a little bit, a few days or something like that. And I went back and I commented saying, like, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to leave a comment about this. I really appreciate your feedback, and I really hope you find some content that serves you better. But thank you. Thank you. Like, it probably took him 3 watches of the video to be able to type that whole comment out. So thank you for the views as well.
Yes.
Engagement is engagement, my friends. Like, no matter if people are hating on you or loving on you, honestly, what you're going to see is amazing. When you find your voice, when you've gone through those reps, as Marley calls it, when you've put in those reps and you find your voice, you are going to be so excited when people start unsubscribing from you. And that's because you found your voice in your way of pulling and attracting the people who are into what you're putting out there. And you're really creating content that pushes away the people who are irrelevant. So if you're creating content for the purpose of making more money in your business, whether it's a service, whether it's a product, we want to attract the people who are more keen and more excited for us, right? Heck yeah. It's like why they watch NASCAR. Are they waiting for the crash? That's why I watch NASCAR.
Oh,
Just saying.
Shout out to Jay Lee.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys for joining us here. And I got another little contribution from the ever incredible Layla Hermosi.
Heck yeah. Bring me the brilliance.
Mm-hmm.
She's amazing.
Face it. Let yourself feel those things. Tell yourself it's okay. It's normal. And then move on and get to the next level of business. And it's something that I see time and time and time again. And I think it is what prevents most people from becoming true leaders in companies, right? Because who's going to actually look up to somebody who has crutches like that? Who's going to look up to somebody who avoids discomfort? Not many people.
So I just thought that was such a cool comment. And then later on, she goes, become friends with your fear. We try to avoid fear. We try to say, I'm going to eliminate fear. And she goes on. It's a great video. So if you get a chance, definitely watch it. I'm a huge Hermosi head of Layla and, of course, of Alex. And it's a fantastic video. And she talks more about it. But she says, become friends with your fear. Address it. Make it fun. Like, I see you there. You can hang out for a little bit, but I got stuff to do.
Yep.
And she actually talks to it. She says that her and Alex do this. They actually address their fear like a person in the room.
Interesting.
And they go, I see you. You stay right there. I got stuff to do right now. So she said that even at Traffic and Conversions, she talked about this in like a short, I think. And she was like, I was going up on stage before Alex, and Alex always crushes it. And I'm sweating. I'm like, hands are shaking, clammy palms, blush face and everything. And she's like, I'm freaking out. And she goes, I just had to take a minute and say, you can have your moment. I see you, but I got shit to do. So get out of the way.
Your moment can.
And I love that. I love that they personify fear and they don't say I want to eliminate fear, because it's just not a possibility. It's not. It's
No.
it's half of our human experience.
Yeah.
So it's not happening. So you have to then find a way to cohabitate with fear. I just thought that was such a brilliant way of putting it.
And fear also allows us the opportunity to grow. Fear, for me, when I think about the things that I am most fearful of, I find that at first I stay away from them, I avoid them, I kind of try and not look at them. But it's when I address them, it's when I realize that those, yeah, I don't want to hide like Lefty. I'm not into that. But it's when I really step into it, I realize like, no, fear is just guiding me towards the next thing I need to grow into, the next skill I need to learn, the next obstacle I need to try and overcome, because something so much better is on the other side, whether it's a learning experience or a new relationship or a new partnership or a new friend or a new, I don't know. Apparently I have social anxiety. Those were all of my examples. But it's when we step into allowing our fear to direct us of where our space to grow next is. And for a lot of people, that's content. A lot of people, they have these big dreams and big goals for their businesses. They have brilliance inside of them that they are ready to share, but we just can't get that started. We just can't take those first steps for fear of that first video not being perfect, for our thoughts not being perfect, for the, oh no, someone might come back and criticize us. But no, I say step into it, my friends.
Oh, yeah. Love your trolls. Love
your trolls.
Be friends with them.
Can we make love your trolls a shirt? Like,
yes, please.
Just like a cartoon of someone squeezing a troll, like
I love you.
All right, you guys want me to show a video?
You're gonna be the first one to show your old video?
Is it okay?
Are we ready for this?
We're doing this. We're starting it right now. Hey, oh boy.
Okay. Hold on. Mark's listening. Mark, do you want to join us and show your first video too? Because this all came out of book club. We were having a wonderful chat. We are currently reading the YouTube formula from Daryl Eves. It's brilliant. But we got on this topic of we all, the three of us, it was Lefty, Mark from The Mental Marketer, and myself, and we're talking about how great our success has been, growing communities, finding our voice, going through and loving that process, but also being absolutely terrified with those first videos we put out. Or having imposter syndrome sometimes too. Sometimes we became so overly cocky when we're presenting our first videos. But it's so neat to be able to look back, because sharing your journey, my friends, is what really is going to bring people along for the ride.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's like one of those things, like Marley said, like you don't see the first, let's say, 1,000 videos, you just all of a sudden see the Molly that you are today, the Jim that you are today, the Lefty that I am today. And you just be like, holy crap, these people are freaking awesome. But it's like, we were once not awesome,
Yeah, exactly.
And the thing is too, is like, it's never going to be like, it's awesome now. We're always going to be striving to make ourselves better. Lefty, you're an amazing example of that. You are constantly saying, what do you think?
Yep.
What do you think? And then do you just go, that was cool, I'm going to ignore that? No, you take it in and you take it as a constructive feedback and you try and make things better. We're always growing and we're always trying to figure out what's going to resonate better and give better value to our people. So it's an ongoing process. It never ends, right?
Oh yeah. I think every Friday between 3 and 5 p.m. Jim gets a message from me. It's good.
What do you think? What do you think?
Is the music too loud?
And it's awesome. I think it's amazing.
Like,
and Lefty had some trouble. He was trying to work on some copyrights and stuff. He was getting some checks. And instead of just pushing it through and being like, screw it, he toughed it out.
5 revisions,
he made it work.
2 hours.
He made it work. I thought that was awesome. And just for that alone, I'm going to leave him like 10 comments because he stuck it out. Even if he just on the video did that the whole time, I'd still like it a whole bunch of times if I could and comment all over it because I want to help him out because that's awesome. He is pushing through in spite of issues and problems.
Yeah, no, I mean, for those that want to know the issues and problems is I made a first revision and I was ready to go, ready to upload my video. I even made a post about this on my Facebook page at around like 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock. And I was like, new video coming at 3 p.m. It's now 3:30. And I'm like, oh my God, it's not coming out. I'm actually freaking out to Jim right now that I'm missing a deadline because I am a very punctual person. And it boils my blood when I'm like even a minute late. So I'm just freaking out. All of a sudden, boom, I go to upload it again. Damn it, another check. What the hell? Have to go back into Final Cut, make another revision. It literally was like 2.5 hours of revisions. And I finally got my product, my video with like the green light from YouTube, because at the end of the day, I just got freshly monetized. So yes, I could still put the video out, but now knowing that I'm, collecting some pocket change essentially, why on earth would I want to not put a video that can't be monetized? So I went,
or a video that even worse, a video that with certain copyright claims, the money that you would raise from your AdSense and stuff actually ends up going to the person who claimed your copyright.
Yes,
sucks.
That too. So I literally just made, I think it was like 5 revisions. I didn't end up posting this video until like almost 5:30. So I was 2.5 hours late. And then knowing that I was going to be late, I literally went back to my Facebook post and I re-edit the time. And I was like, coming out at 5 p.m. instead of. But I mean, you kind of just have to like roll with the punches. And like, it's a perfect example for today for me to just say that not everything is going to be perfect, right? So don't focus on perfection. Focus on done, because done is always better than perfect.
Well said.
Heck yeah.
Snaps
for that one.
We're going to show these videos now or what?
Are you ready?
Yeah,
you ready to rip it?
Jim volunteered. So Jim, you get to go first.
All right. This is one of the very first episodes of X's and O's.
Oh,
I believe this is episode 3. So this I've already done 2 and learned. This is after 2 learnings.
Because we've all heard the story of episode 1, which was nuts, but Jim still came back, did episode 2. I'm sure it wasn't perfect, and now let's see.
Is it sharing sound?
I don't know. No.
No, I think it actually didn't have sounds. I think that was one of the problems. So notice there's a host spot. I'm not in there. Notice there's a contestant spot. I'm not in there. And just keep looking around. There's no one in there because I messed it all up. Everything went insane. And so when I tell you that things went nutty, things went real nutty. This isn't a show. This is watching, like what they said, Toby said, this is waiting for the car crash. My whole show at this point was a car crash. And people enjoyed watching the car crash. But for me, it was terrifying.
Wow, Jim, you've aged.
Okay.
Just looking at who's in your square.
Where am I right now? I don't even see me. Oh, there I am. I'm under Matt Young. I'm trying ferociously to fix my. Yeah, he's in a hot tub. He joined from a hot tub. I have so many weird stories from the show. But the point is how would you feel if this was your big break? If this was your big show? Would you feel confident? You know, some of these people I didn't know well at the time. I really respected them in a big way, and I wanted to impress. And meanwhile, this is what's happening right now. The host is in a hot tub. And I'm not even in my window because I'm ferociously trying to fix everything. So, fear. Talk about fear. I was terrified, but I know my personality. So, for me to move, I have to put myself in a position. We talked about this before, where I'm going to let someone down if I don't perform and deliver. That's what I did here. Everyone showed up. I will not let them down. So I grinded it out and I got the show back together and it broke again, mind you. But there was a certain point here where I think we had to just give it up. Yeah, this is where we just gave it up. It was just done at that point. But I came back the next week and I did it again. And then I did it again and again and again and again and rinse and repeat. So just know it's going to happen. And with your content, you're probably not going to have 11 other people depending on you on the show. So it's just you. It's you making content for you. And as you grow, you figure out this is who I am for you, the audience, the people that I want to work with. What part of me interests you? I'm not saying what can I model that I know you like, because that's a disconnect. That's disingenuous. People smell that a mile away. Don't be someone else. You know, there's the cliche, right? Everyone else is taken, so you might as
be yourself. Everyone else is taken.
Yeah, you might as well just be.
Yeah.
So like it's cliche and cheesy sounding, but it also rings true. Like just be you because no one else can be that. And that is your competitive market advantage.
Yeah.
Is that there's no other yous. So utilize that. That's a strength.
And you only have one chance to be you.
Yeah.
So just give it your all, guys.
So I knew what I wanted to do with the show. And every show I took feedback. This was really fun. This was absolutely awful. Kick out the guy in the hot tub. Okay, got it. Next show. And then it was, you probably shouldn't let people drink so much on your show. Or if they do, they should probably put it in solo cups. And you shouldn't say the F word so much. Okay, cool. Take that in. You know, and people were like, oh, it'd be cool if. I love that sentence. I love it when people say that because that's a hint. That's them giving you little bits of positive feedback. I like negative feedback too, mind you. But you got to know how to use it, right? Because if someone says, this sucks. And it's like, well, it means nothing. Yeah, I don't know anything else. Like, what do I do with that?
Yeah,
so I'm going to ignore you. Like, go play in traffic. But if someone says, I really didn't enjoy this, or this sucks because you have my attention. Now you have my attention. But if you just want to like do the troll thing and then just run your mouth, then it's like, whatever. Like obviously,
keep
you
commenting.
Nothing else to do. Obviously,
keep commenting.
But even those are so rare, and it's generally someone that came across your stuff that it doesn't resonate with them. They would never be a client ever.
Yeah,
they don't want what you're selling. You know, it's like someone trying to buy you a car when you're in a car. You know, there's a disconnect. Like I'm literally, you can see it. I'm driving.
Yeah, and it's working.
And it's working just fine. So there's a disconnect there. And so when these people will say anything, you have to realize like, oh, and
yeah,
like, it's just and. So but they're so rare. It's so rare. Like I remember someone was like fake guru. And I was like,
ooh,
damn right I am.
And no. It enticed me. I took the bait. And I was like, please tell me more. And they go,
great sentence.
And then they go, "You're just like all these fake gurus out there. You're just trying to sell something." I go, "Have I sold anything? A singular thing in 23 episodes of X's and O's?" No, not one thing. So where are you coming from?
Yeah.
And there was no more response. And I was kind of bummed out. I wanted to have like a constructive conversation. And unfortunately, it didn't happen. But it's like, well, tell me more, right? So like, oh, this is interesting. Tell me more. You're just like, blah, blah. Okay, tell me more. Like, I haven't done any of this. So please inform me. Because if there's something I can do to make my content better, I'd like to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just gone.
Yo, I want to touch base on the show though, because like I don't know if we're giving all feedback or anything,
Sure.
but I actually learned this early on in my DJ career when I was touring and stuff, because I was working with a lot of like light technicians and all that, and you know I asked for certain things, like I want lights to be this color, I want this, I want that, right? And I don't know. One show is a new guy. He just probably just got training the same night on the lighting board, and he was just really bad. Like, and I don't know. I can't even explain it. But the point is that if they put on a different color, or like if you're in a different cube, like in Jim's situation, the people watching or the people coming to watch you perform don't know that that wasn't meant to happen. So as long as you play it off, who you're not going to worry the people watching. But if Jim was on his little screen and he was like, you know, everyone watching is going to all of a sudden be like, shit, something's wrong here.
It's funny you mentioned that, because by about episode 6, I caught on to the fact that people enjoyed watching me scramble.
Oh, okay.
I find it like it took that long to hit me because I was just so focused on make it better, quit sucking. And I didn't realize that people were like, this is super fun. And so what I started doing is when this would happen, I'd pick one of the experts and I go, all right, tell us a quick story. And I'd just start going. Or I would go, all right, I need a minute. I'll give you a topic, discuss. Rhode Island, neither a road nor an island, discuss. Like I just make it as fun as I could.
Yeah.
And people were super, super patient, super kind. And it was awesome. It was an amazing experience.
I heard a content creator recently talking about how if you should stop creating those like how-to videos on YouTube, because then you just build a transactional relationship. People are looking for an answer. They're going to type that question in. Your video is going to serve them, and then they might not ever come back. So you want to create videos that entice people to stay, to want to enjoy your journey with you, right? So yeah, we talk about sharing your behind the stage, things like that, but we also care about
just reel them in with more.
Reel them in. But we also care about not having the transactional relationship, and we want to kind of show a little bit of discomfort. We want to create videos that don't just show a timeline of what's happening. If you're creating a vlog, for example, you want to have something that shows a little bit of tension. You want to build scene by scene and have them connected between words like how and because and but, instead of and then, because that's just boring. Showing that timeline is boring. So create content that's going to entice people to come in by doing things like that. And she commented on the fact that people want to see you uncomfortable. They want to see you squirm. And it's not just because they like seeing people in discomfort. It's because they're with the kind of content that we create as content producers, as salespeople, as entrepreneurs. The content we create is all about showing solutions. So highlighting when people are squirming allows people to connect with your content a little bit more and to see themselves in that squirm of like, oh yeah, that is uncomfortable. How would he handle that?
I squirm too.
I squirm too. Like in Jim's case, people are watching that content going, I have no idea who Jim Beard is, but look at this huge thing that he's creating.
Yeah.
And even though I saw last week that it was an absolute disaster, he's back. Like, he's back. That takes cojones. Like, wow, that's a big thing. And I aspire to be like that. I aspire to have that kind of confidence in my message, the same way that Jim does, no matter what kind of obstacles. And what else is really cool with watching that content is his friends showed up too. Like, his people showed up for him too. And that means there's more to Jim than just a piece of content that maybe didn't work out the way as planned. There's something more here. I want to follow. I want to see this. I want to be part of this. I want to be part of it so that when Jim is like getting a Streamy award, I want to be able to say, hey man, I remember that first freaking episode. Remember like episode 3, there was like, wasn't even volume. Did you watch it to the end? Because I did. Like that's what people are going to see when you take that action, when you start. Don't think about the obstacles. Don't think, what if I screw up? Instead, think,
plan on it.
Why not?
It's gonna happen. Embrace it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Embrace it.
Cheers to that.
You know, Steve Larson said, I love this comment. I don't know if it's actually his or not, but I attribute it to Steve Larson. So Steve, if you're watching, I think this is you. Let me know. But
I think this is you.
yeah, he said, when you start making videos, they're gonna suck.
Yep.
And then as you keep on making videos, they suck a little less.
Mm-hmm.
And then you keep making videos and they suck even a little less. And eventually you keep making videos and they suck so little, they're actually pretty good.
Garrett J. White.
Is he the one that said it?
Yep.
I love that.
It's so good. It's so good. And it's true. It connects back exactly to what Marley said in that video at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You put in your reps, you find your voice, and then eventually you're like hopping on video with your best friends. Like, that's the difference. Showing who you are comes out by practicing, and then it gets really good.
Yeah, like those, I mean, the first 10 episodes, which each one has 11 other people than me. So 110 people at that point that I've gone through. Yeah, I love that quote. It's just when I was starting to figure out that people even cared. And it was all for me to figure out how to run the show.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't doing it with the concept of, I'm going to get leads.
Yeah.
It didn't even cross my mind. It was, I wonder if I could pull this off.
Yeah.
That was it. It was a challenge.
Yeah.
And out of that challenge, I learned more than I could have in any college course, in anyone's course or program, one-on-one mentorship, any of it. And it was amazing. And I would never, ever take back that experience for anything.
I love it.
Now you killed it, man. I wish I was around for it.
It's a nutty time, my friend. Nutty
You should
time.
come back. Just saying. Just saying. You should come back. Lefty, you want to go?
Okay. I'm good.
Get him, Lefty. So in the comments, real quick, while Lefty's pulling that up, have you guys started? I know, Toby, you started in spades. Toby makes amazing videos. He's always pumping out stuff. Mental Marketer, love the name, by the way. Are you creating videos? And if so, is there anything holding you back from what you think could be your full potential? Are you exactly where you want to be with your video creation? Have you started your video creation journey? Absolutely. And Jay Lee, he has a weekly show, which is absolutely incredible. If you guys haven't seen it, the Sales Ninja Show. And he also has the Hot Seat. Fantastic. But have you started? And if you haven't, what do you feel in your heart is holding you back? And if you have started, what do you think is holding you back from reaching your full potential?
Yeah. Yeah, we got a question for you, Jim. When was that X's and O's? When did that start?
X's and O. I'm gonna have to check the date on that. Give me a second. I'll check the date.
Because Mark runs a really awesome show as well, where he works with these other entrepreneurs, and they read a little bit of a book and then they implement, and they read a little bit more and then they implement. And it's a fantastic group that they've been together for a little bit. Of course, Mark, come whenever you want. Come chat, come share.
Yes,
He's packing
please
for a
do.
trip right now. But he will join us. You can come hang out with us during our book club Thursday mornings at 7:30 with Mark, Lefty, myself, and any of you wonderful people. We're reading the YouTube formula, which is amazing, from like chapter 1, just the title. Like we spent like 10 minutes just talking about the title of chapter 1.
So good.
Yeah.
So
it's
good.
fantastic. You can check out the replay of that over on the Visibility Hackers YouTube channel. And shout outs to anyone watching on the channel right now.
May 30th, 2020.
Ooh. Wow. That's been a journey.
And that's episode 3. So I'm trying to track down episode 1 and 2 to see like when it started.
Did you go weekly at that point?
I did go weekly. Yeah, so that makes sense. Just back up 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, it was every week.
Which
was insane. It's like herding cats trying to get together 12 people at the same place at the same time and to not get in hot tubs.
Yep. That's a big.
It's so much fun.
It's a big project.
Yeah.
All
right, Lefty.
Let's
do this.
Get him, Lefty.
Let's do this.
Get him.
Overly exposing a photo or overly saturating a photo or whatever.
Look how bad this is.
It can look bad, but hey, at the end of the day, that's a learning process. That's a learning curve.
Like, why? Why do I sound like that?
Okay, first, let's talk about the good stuff. I love the background music. First off, I love the jungle. And I like this slicked back hair thing you had going on back then.
Oh, so like this?
Yes, exactly.
Very, very Momoa of you.
Okay.
Very Momoa.
So, could you guys hear the audio at all or no?
Barely. It's low.
Okay. Well, I wasn't using any external microphones at the time, like a severe noob. It was just the audio that was being like recorded from the camera. So super echoey, super garbage. It was, my audio should go play in traffic. Okay. So, other flaw, I do have a little bit of, separation from the background, which is great. I clearly stand out. Issue is I look very flat. My there's no dimension to my face really. My shirt is completely overexposed, where that's information that you cannot retrieve in terms of if you had to pull your highlights down, for example. I don't know why my walls are so green. They weren't actually that green. So
says the colorist.
Yeah, this was before I got certified. I saw this video and I was like, I need to know color. But other than that, I was also like maybe 40 pounds lighter, which is always a bonus on camera. But yeah, there's a lot going on. You know what? I'm gonna pull up the comparison. So
he left.
Where's the comparison?
He left. He's gone entirely. Oh no! If you guys are watching live, hashtag bring back Lefty. Hashtag where's Lefty?
Hashtag bring back Lefty.
Bring back Lefty. Well, in the meantime, for those of you watching, there's Lefty back. Okay, fantastic. Phew. We almost had to start a new hashtag for you.
I hit the wrong button.
Yep.
Look at me doing a rookie mistake once again.
Details.
We are professionals. But look, we started a hashtag for you, Lefty. Bring back
Let
Lefty.
me see. I can't see. Bring back Lefty. Hey,
that's right.
Thank you. Where is this guy now? Okay, here we go. Just gonna pop that open, and then let's get back into the studio. So many windows. Why are there so many windows?
Welcome to behind the scenes reality of live streaming, my friends. There are never enough windows.
Surprised.
Never enough windows. So we all are going to bring back the image in our heads, in our minds, of what Lefty's video he just showed us was, right? Flat, no dimension in color, overexposed, strange color in the background, right? No real dimensionality. And now here's Lefty.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like you got a suntan.
It is. Yeah, you definitely got some color, my friend.
I know. I don't know where this complexion came from all of a sudden. It's weird. And it's like January, so I don't tan in the wintertime.
You look completely different.
I know, right?
Wow.
I literally went from Christopher Nolan's Batman to like the Zack Snyder cut.
Oh my goodness.
And then give me another like 8 years, and then I'm just gonna look like the 2022 Batman. My image.
All right, give me 3 big differences between the first one and the second one. What did you do in order to change that one of those things in your new video?
So, first things first, as you can tell, I have quite a difference in distance between myself and the background, which makes my background a little bit more interesting. The plants and trees and all that where I was shooting videos in my kitchen, it almost looks like one flat image. Like it kind of almost looks like the trees are a part of me. If it wasn't for the white shirt that you can clearly tell a color difference, it's just a super flat image. On top of that, if we were to now minus the hat, but now you can tell that there's a little bit more dimension in my face. I use a bit more contrast. There's a nice shadow fall off that shows where the light direction is coming from to where the light is spilling away from me. I'm shooting in a studio that has both hair light and foreground lighting. So that way there's 2 lighting sources that are just smashing my lens, which is making the image a lot like cleaner. Yeah. It's interesting enough. I don't remember me boosting the saturation that much. It does look like I have a tan. I don't know. Maybe I'm just hot because it's like 26 degrees in my house and I forgot to turn the thermometer down or the thermostat down. So that's me just probably being like red.
Yeah.
And
I also like the light in your background as well gives you this different dimension and adds like a pull that like it pulls your eye towards you.
Yeah, so that's another thing too. When working with colors, you got to understand what your secondary and complementary colors are like. So if you look at a color wheel, orange and green are on the complete opposite ends of the color wheel. So therefore, those colors do not clash with each other. So if I was going, and then, from there you go into blue and whatnot, which is also far from orange. But yeah, I've just learned how to manipulate my environment a lot more. So yeah, nice. That's the difference. That's 2015 to 2023.
I love it. I did not make a comparison photo. Sorry.
That's okay. I had like 5 minutes to do it, so I was like, okay, let's just quickly.
Jim, you're muted.
Above and beyond, my friend. Above and beyond.
What does everybody else think? Oh my God, the comments are going to come in now. They're going to be like, hey, 2015, you suck. No.
No, no. It's all going to be encouraging things, just like what Mark was saying to Jim. Great progress, Jim. Good job. Heck yeah. Same thing goes to you, Lefty.
Thank
Like
you.
that growth is incredible. So when we talk about documenting your journey, sharing that journey, this is what we're talking about. Being able to look back and go, whoa, look how much I've grown. Look at what I had to learn in order to be better. Lefty looked at this video in 2015 and went, holy moly, I need to learn color. And then he did. And now look at the videos he's putting out there.
You know what I like, though? You know what I like the most? That after 8 years, I still have the same confused look on my face.
We've inspired Toby to start checking his lighting right now as we are talking. I love it. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys want to see mine?
Yeah, let's go.
You might not recognize me. Okay, so first off, I went way back and looked at some of my old videos from like my first videos. We're talking like 2007, 2006.
Oh, okay.
Real old videos. But they were not trying to create content in this way. They were something very, very different. So instead, I went back to one of the oldest videos on the visibility hacking channel. So this is me engaging with my community, trying something very different. I was very nervous to try this because at this point, all of my content was just just sitting in front of a camera. So this is me trying something different, and I hope that the sound plays. You guys hear that?
No.
No? Okay. I didn't think so. I don't know why my sound won't load.
Get out of the share, go back in, and there's that little checkbox lower left for share sound.
What?
Yeah, go into present and then say share. There's a little teeny checkbox in the lower left.
I don't have that. Oh.
You don't have a little teeny checkbox?
Yeah, I don't have a little checkbox.
It says share tab audio in the lower left. Choose what to share, and then very, very lower left it says share tab audio, and it's a little checkbox.
No. I have present and then share screen.
What'd you do? Send me the video. I'll share it.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Look at this. This is teamwork in action, my friends. Teamwork in action.
In the meantime, if we're doing comparisons, this is what I looked like when I started the show.
Bradley Cooper?
Yeah.
Heather, who helped me with the show, was dead set on the fact that I look like Bradley Cooper. So she put it all over everything because she was like, no, they're going to think that Bradley Cooper's on the show. I was like, no one's going to think that. But she thought it was hilarious. So
that's really cute. That's really cute.
That's what happened.
I shared the link in the chat, in the private chat.
That should be like one of your reels. Like just take his movies and just like reenact like a scene.
I don't think it should be. No, I don't think. I think I'm just gonna let him do what he does.
That'd be amazing. What do you mean?
All right, go.
Hey everyone, it's Coach Molly here from Three Pines Leadership, and welcome to a Wellness Wednesday. So today I want to talk about
you sound much better than I did.
Refreshed. One of the things I do in my weekly schedule is I water all of my plants, and it helps remind me that I need to fuel them in order for them to thrive.
I'm not even watching the video anymore. I'm just watching Molly.
So I asked myself, am I putting enough water in my own system? Like, actually, am I drinking enough water? Am I putting enough fertilizer in me? Am I eating enough? Am I eating the right kinds of food? Am I exercising enough? Am I getting enough?
Molly's a plant.
Molly is a plant. Is that true?
welcome.
I'm just gonna leave it freeze frame like that, and we're gonna end the show.
2019.
We're gonna end the show with it like that. I think you did great, to be perfectly honest with you. It looked like you were you're nervous. You can definitely tell you're nervous.
Yeah.
And you can tell that there's some things you've learned since then. I mean, just looking video to video, like,
okay. So this is, hey guys.
Yeah.
Hi. Yeah, it's bad.
But you did great. You got out there, you did it. You just did it. And I love that. I think it's amazing.
And there's spots where I stumbled. I didn't know what to say. I paused. I I awed. I rolled my eyes. I looked off camera. That was okay. At the end, I even like tried something weird with, I wanted to get like a cool artistic angle. So like my plant totally got in the way and you're like looking up my nose and I'm still talking because, you know, that's the message. And there's this other time I did a video out on my back deck, actually. I will never forget this. Filmed it. It was all right. I was in this mindset of it doesn't matter. You're still going to publish it. 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 Okay. I was learning. I was learning the editing process. I was learning the recording process. I was learning everything along the way. So
That's a great point.
It was about sharing. It was about learning. It was about all of this stuff. I remember distinctly in that journey when I decided I'm going to try having 2 camera angles. And what that editing process was the first time versus how easy it is now, completely different. But I remember when before I did that, it was a scary idea to think of not just 1 camera, but 2.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. So my friends, just get started. So I had this video sitting on my back deck. I recorded. It's all right. I'm just going to publish it. Yeah, so I forgot that maybe you should publish the edited version instead of the original version. And the beginning of that video was up for like a week. And the only reason I figured out that I had put that wrong video was because, well, a guy from work found the video and he came by and was like, what was that? Like, what was that? Because the beginning of the video is like, hey, it's my what are we talking about today?
A couple false starts, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so sound check. Okay, so this is video 15443, and this is what we're going to talk about. Okay, here we go. I can do this.
It's all the stuff that people don't see, right? Like I was doing a video with Ken Okazaki the other day, and he does the same thing. He's worked with Robert Kiyosaki, Tony Robbins. He's worked with massive names. He does the same stuff. Okay, 1, 2, 3 things I'm going to talk about. This. All right, so crap. No, that's not it. Hey, so nope, that sucks. All right, so and then we're going to talk about. Nope, I don't like it. We're going to start over. Like he's almost self-coaching.
Yeah,
because he's done it for so long. But he still does it. And I thought that was so comforting to see someone with so much more experience than even myself that still did that.
Yeah.
You know, you would think that he just comes out and rips it, right? Like an Alex Hormozy. He just shows up and he's just rips it.
Always on.
Very far from it. There's a lot of editing that goes into Hormozy's stuff. A lot.
Yeah.
And they cover it up with the cool smash cuts and stuff like that. And they do, you know, the in and outs, and they do graphics that come in and stuff. And that's all, you know, essentially like video duct tape is the way I always think of it. It's like, oh man, this is messed up. We're going to need a lot of graphics.
You know? Video duct tape.
It's video duct tape.
Brilliant.
But you know what? I'm hearing a lot of chatter on Instagram now that the captions are gonna be going back to just exactly that. People are tired of like the like they literally just the whole point of it was just to be able to read if you're on the can, or if you're at an office meeting, or you just don't want people to hear what it is that you're watching. And a lot of they have this new thing now where it's like you see bubble like pop up on every single word, but
Yep.
like even that I feel kind of sucks, because like you use these like highlighter colors and half the time you can't even see the words. So yeah, I'm hearing a lot of chatter of like captions going back to captions.
It'd be interesting to see what comes next, because it has been so overdone. And I have my opinion on why it's been overdone. I would love to hear your opinions on it, but it's essentially that people don't want to be creative, and they don't want to hire the people that will be creative.
Yeah.
So what do? They go, oh, that killed it for Alex. He's making $100 million a year. I'm going to just literally take his format.
Well,
It didn't exist before him.
Yeah.
Or if it did, it wasn't popular yet. And so the editor that worked with him tried something different, and it became a trend.
Yeah.
And everyone else said, that worked for them. I want one of those. Give me one of those. I want those. And so now they're ordering it like a grocery order. Like, I want 3 of these. I want 2 of those.
And I want the Hermosi.
Well,
give me the Hermosi.
I mean, Vanessa Lau even mentions that like it's done. It's like she's like she mentioned something in one of her videos, because she's like a pretty big YouTuber, and she says it like, she goes, man, like I wonder if like the Hermosis like just wake up one day, open up Instagram, and be like, my style again. Like they're probably sick of seeing their own style, because it's like everyone is doing it, and it's really come to a point where I don't know, man. Like me personally, I think it stems down to the creativity of the artist, and now even where the captions were a big thing, captions are now a commodity. Mm-hmm. Captions have become a commodity. I don't care if they're blue. I don't care if they're green. I don't care if they're bubbly letters. I don't care if they're just Arial black. They're a commodity. Like that's what it is. Like I think everybody just overdid it with a boom, 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 boom in your face, and nobody wants to see it anymore. On top of that, Instagram as a whole, there are so many people, like as if like they're in this like fishing wire thin thread trying to hold on for dear life. It's like Instagram's not going anywhere. It's so much bigger than what you think it is. Like, if you really think about it, how is it fun anymore? Let's be real. Let's answer that. Let's ask this question. How is it even fun anymore when 50 out of 50 videos is someone trying to sell their program to you? It's not 1 out of 50. It's not 10 out of 50. It is 50 out of 50 videos is a freaking advertisement. That is boring. I don't want to just open up a platform to watch a bunch of ads. If I wanted to just see a bunch of ads, might as well get hired for something and go to Upwork.
That's excellent. I was on a coaching call today with a client, and one of their videos they wanted to make was about that exact topic. And it was, don't make your organic content into commercials.
Yep.
Because no one wants to watch it. What would happen if all of our content was, here's how to do this thing, buy my thing. Here's how to do this thing, buy my thing.
That's what it is.
If that's all it was, we wouldn't come on here.
And the only message that your audience hears is buy my thing.
That's it.
That's all that resonates. They don't remember the beginning part. They don't associate you as an expert if that's what you're trying to do with creating that kind of content. Yeah. All they hear is buy my thing.
Yeah. And it's like super funny and interesting because like, oh my God, I have not been on Instagram for like a solid, I mean, I go every once in a while, but like Instagram to me now is what TikTok has always been, where it's like, if I just remembered to post a video on TikTok, I would be like, oh, let's open up the app and post the video. Now Instagram is my new TikTok, where it's like if I remember to make a reel, I'll post one up. And it's funny because I'm still gaining followers and I'm not even on the platform. It's literally like Instagram going like, baby, come back. You can blame it all on me.
That is my favorite moment of the show.
We'll create this into a reel right here.
That was my favorite moment of the show. Thank you, Lefty.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Shout out to James Johnson and Davis Doherty. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And Toby, of course, as well. Baby, come back. Yeah, exactly. And James, thank you for sharing that Marley video with us. We actually talked about it earlier on. So if you go and watch the replay, we actually talked about that. So thank you.
Great find. Great find.
Yeah.
But YouTube,
so my friends,
YouTube,
it's time we start wrapping up. It's been a
Wrap
fantastic
it up,
show.
B.
Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. Let's
Wrap it up. All right, my friends, guys, thank you so much for joining us for this week's episode of The Best Show on the Internet, Friday Night Live with the Visibility Hacking team. It's always fantastic to hear from you guys. So whether you're watching live or on the replay, definitely shout some comments down in the comments section. Let us know what you're working on, what you're stumbling on. If you have a fantastic new piece of content, if you have a piece of content that you don't know if it's fantastic or not, you're just publishing because you're taking action. Post it down, post it in the group. We would love to see what you're working on so we can shout you out as well. Heck yeah. Just flippin' do it. That's what I gotta say. Jim, any last words?
Just fucking do it.
Just fucking do it.
So there.
Done. Mic drop.
You guys are all fantastic. Obviously, we appreciate your time. It's the only thing you can't get back, and we appreciate that you spend it here with us. So anything to do with content or getting attention on your mission, your message, and your movement, stop back on here, and we're going to be here to support you in every way we can. And that's about it. Lefty.
Yeah, I mean, just Jim, you said it best, man. Just do it, man. Honestly, just do it. And for those of you that don't know how to do it, Molly, Jim, and I are here to just fix it in post.
I got the hat you gave me over here on the mantle.
You
can probably see it. It's right next to Nick Cage's face. Right there.
There it is.
Yeah.
But that's it. We'll fix it in post. You know, we can do so much these days. So I mean, just get out there, put yourself in front of a camera. And I mean, it like people are so worried about themselves too that half the time they're not even paying attention to you. So I mean, they're just as scared as you are. So just get out there and do it.
A little bit of uncomfortability doing the things that most people won't do will give you the life that most people can't have.
That's it.
Ooh.
Powerful, yes. Man.
Molly, close us out.
Heck yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to remind you of all the fun stuff happening in the visibility hacking world in the coming week. So Monday, we got the live show. Join me 2 p.m. Eastern live, either on our YouTube channel and also playing in our Facebook group. Second thing we have is the Business Building Book Club Thursday mornings. We're nice and early, but the replays are up for you if you would like. Thursday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. Bring your caffeinated beverages and join us. Lefty and I and Mark, we saw you earlier. We get together. We read through. Right now we're reading the YouTube Formula. Fantastic read. Oh my goodness, the brilliance inside this book. As we said earlier, we spent 10 minutes just discussing the title of a chapter. Like, brilliant. All right, so that's Thursday, and then back here, same bat time, same bat channel, 8 p.m. Eastern for Friday Night Live. Check us out on our YouTube channel because we are still in, like, goal 500. That's the project right now. We are,
500.
Last check, 14 subscribers away from our goal of 500, which we are determined to reach before the end of the month. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. But most importantly, if you're enjoying this content, share it with some other people that you think would get some value out of it as well. Let's build this community, and it all comes from you guys, and we love you so much. Remember, we love you. Be excellent to each other, and just go live.
That's it. That is it. You want to do a quick ramp up, a quick YouTube ramp up? Here we go, lefty style. And with that being said, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we will see you on the next video.
Woo! Good night, everyone.
Bye.